Alrighty guys, so how's she going today? So it's kinda crappy out. There's a couple of squirrels over there. Some are by those trees. That one, well, over there somewhere. Anyways, kinda windy. Actually really windy. It was kinda spitting when I walked out here. I think it probably still is. Yeah. Kind of rainy a little bit, not too bad though. Like I said, it's just a spit. So yeah. Anyways, this video is going to be for a couple of people. There's a shout out, and then SuperGrandPrix99 wanted some info on these GoPros and stuff. So I'm going to make a video on my GoPro for him, because his the drift camera, I guess, quit working on him. So, which I don't really know. I think drift cameras are mostly meant, because he said that he had his mounted to the outside of his car, and he was saying that they're too heavy or something, they keep falling off all the time. I don't think drift cams are really meant for that kind of thing. So plus with drift cameras, I don't think they come with protective cases like the GoPro does. So I think the drift cams are mostly meant for like in vehicle use kind of thing. I don't know. I don't use those drift cameras, so I know nothing about them. So I just told him to get a GoPro. He said that they're kind of expensive, which yeah, they are. But you can do a hell of a lot more with them than what you could with a drift, you know. So we're gonna make this video kind of quick because it's not too nice out. It's only like 20 something out, and it's windy as frick. So of course you got to put the overhauls on now. It's going to be snowing pretty soon here, and they are talking a snowstorm, something like that anyway. That's going to be blowing by in the next couple of days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my GoPro on the charger. I had it on the charger for a little bit today, you know, just so I could prove that it still works because I haven't used it for a couple of months. I think it's been about a couple of months now I haven't used it. So I'm going to fully charge. It'll fully charge probably within an hour or two, you know, because they don't have a big battery on them. And they do last a little longer than what this one here in my camera's been doing. So, and this camera right now that I'm using right now, the battery sucks. It needs to be replaced. But at like $20, $30 or whatever the hell it is, it's kind of a lot. So it's not really exactly worth it. But you know, I might have to. Batteries don't last in the cold no matter what anyway. But the one in the GoPro did pretty good because last year I had it in the winter. And I made about an hour-long video or something like that anyways, and I went back in, you know, and it was still fully charged. It's like it barely even touched the juice. Like, holy crap, like, you're an awesome GoPro. So yeah, we got some wild dinner running around here. Seen some wild turkeys running over there just now. I'm surprised no one has shot them yet. Of course, they are in town, so you can't shoot them, but you know, whatever. They don't really do anything, really, anyways. It's mostly the deer that do a lot of damage. So, too many deer around here. They need to start being shot at. So, but there's been some illegal hunters going on the last few days anyway. I've been hearing some gunshots going off. So, but anyways, I'm not going to really get into that. Let's just do the GoPro here. Now, when you order a GoPro in the case, or in a box, it'll come in a box, but it'll have this glass cap on it, which I actually had kept because I put most of my GoPro stuff in it. Here's the GoPro itself, upside down, of course. The GoPro's inside the case. The case is waterproof, but the back door's not. I had to swap them out. This one here with all the holes is not waterproof. It lets the sound through. So SuperGrandPrix, if you're going to do a lot of like you were saying that you wanted to do a lot of, like, well, you have been doing a lot of, like, driving around with a camera hanging outside, you know, like on the door or something. And you do put music over them. So what I would do is just put the waterproof backing on it, the door, so you don't get the camera wet. And if you're going to do like an inside the vehicle shot, you could just, like, if you're going to do a lot of talking too, you could just, you know, hell, I don't even think you even need the case. I think they make some kind of a mount for these cameras where you can just mount the camera inside your car without the case. Like, you can just take it literally right out of the case. So, but I usually just keep the case on because the case helps protect it, and it does need, it's just going to have to get cleaned before I use it, but, so yeah, that's what it looks like in the case, obviously, you know, so I think, well, my sister bought me this one for Christmas or birthday, or my birthday or something like that last year or something. I don't remember. I think it was for Christmas, but I did find you a GoPro. Now this is the silver edition. So, but they have a white edition. I think that one has, I think, comes with a weaker memory, I think, or it doesn't have a high, what's the word I'm looking for? Memory card. But apparently the one that I got is it's a 2-hour memory. It's the same as what this one is. Excuse me, on this camera. But I think you can upgrade them. It doesn't really matter. You can, yeah, I think you could just do that. But see, I think the one that I was looking at, that one was only, I think, $200. But see, the thing is, I don't know if it comes with a case. It probably does. I'm sure that they all do anyway. I don't know, but because they don't really show that on the website. So I looked on Walmart and I found one there. But you can go on eBay and Amazon and, you know, other crap like that. You know, just look around. I'm sure you'll find a good deal. You could probably even get a used one too if you wanted, but I would recommend getting a new one. So I'm gonna get this box here good enough. So what I'm gonna do here is take it out of the case. So this is the case. What you do, you got 2 arrows. This arrow here you push in, and then you pull up on this one. You can do it kind of like this, like you can just, you know, and it releases. You pull it back, and the door does stick, but that's because it's got a rubber seal around it. And then you can pull your GoPro out. See, this is just a waterproof case, but the door is not waterproof. I got a waterproof door for it, but this is just a camera itself. Like I said, I think they do make mounts for them where I think they just grab onto it, probably something like that. I don't know. And then there you go. Of course, you can go through your settings through the on and off button, and then the button up here. This is to turn it on and off. And then this is to record or push buttons. And then it also has Wi-Fi built into it. These little holes up in there, you see those 3 little holes? Oh, I just turned it on. Interesting. I just turned it on. I don't see how I did that, but whatever. And you see, as you hear it beeps, it turns on and off. You got buttons, or got speakers there. And then you got speakers right there. If you're going to hold this camera with just your hands, make sure that before you start videotaping that you're not covering up the mics. Okay. So I usually just kind of hold it like this, you know, and then my hands are not on the thing. You have a light. You got 2 lights. Well, one is for the Wi-Fi, and the other one's the red light to let you know that's taking picture or video. You got one on the front. You got one on the top, right down here in the corner, and then you got one on the bottom. So whatever angle you're going to have this GoPro at, no matter what, you're going to be able to see it that it's on. It's doing what you want it to do. It's got a little Wi-Fi button here on the side. The Wi-Fi doesn't work for me. You can also control these GoPros with your iPhone or whatever other kind of high-tech phone you got, because you can download the app. And I don't think I got my phone with me, but I don't have the app. Or I got the app on there, but maybe I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm just going to show you the GoPro. You push it, and then it comes on. Now, as you see, it says I don't have an SD card in there. I took it out. Apparently, it says that the battery's full. I don't see how that's possible because it hasn't even been on that. It's right on the charger. But you got settings, video, picture, multiple. Oh, I didn't see that, but I think that was multiple picture shots, and then whatever that was, and then back to settings again. And to go into like the setting modes, you just push the button on the top, and then it takes you through your settings. So that just takes you through what you want it to do. I'm going to go back to video mode here. And you got setup too, and then wireless controller. You can also delete videos on here too, so you don't have to literally go through your computer. So, but it tells you, see if I can get the show back up here now. Shit, it was. I gotta go back to video camera mode. Or picture mode will do. It just shows you all the information up there in the corner. If I don't know if this will focus or not for you, but you can see the battery life and a few other, doodads and stuff, It will tell you, you can read the book, and now your Wi-Fi, maybe I'll turn it on, there, I think it's on there. See the blue light? Right now it's trying to find a signal. Well, now it's blinking. It's also blinking up there. Maybe it'll blink. I don't know. Would it blink? It should. Nope. I guess well, this does light up when you turn it on, but it'll just mainly blink there. It's trying to find the Wi-Fi signal to my iPhone, which is not working. So I'm just gonna turn that off. Turn off, baby. The more you hold it, the more it blinks and shit like that, but I don't really need it anyway. So, and I think even if you do turn off the GoPro, the Wi-Fi, if you leave the Wi-Fi on, it'll always be on. You gotta make sure you turn it off. So we'll turn it off. So that's the camera itself. And SuperGrandPrix99, you probably did see the test videos of when I was testing it out when I first got it. If not, then let me know. I'll find those videos and share them to you. But I'm pretty sure you've seen them already. But this is the GoPro Hero 3. They just came out with the GoPro Hero 4. I think a little bit smaller. I'm not sure though. I haven't really done a lot of research on them. Make sure you clean your screen. Because when I made a joyriding video, it looked kind of foggy. So it was dirty. So... And of course, to turn the GoPro on and off and stuff, you see these little waterproof buttons right here. Okay, well they're spring loaded. That's how you turn it on and off, turn your Wi-Fi on and off, and blah 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 blah. This is, like I said, this is the sound door. This lets the sound through. As you can see, it's got the holes. It's got the holes in it, so that lets your sound through. Even if you have the waterproof door on, you will get some sound, but very, very, very little. Okay, and then when you're done, push it, flip your Dewey over. Make sure your door is tight. There's a little lip here. A little lip, see that little lip hanging off? I'm going to take my finger, you take this, you flip it over, and then you, there you go, then it's locked. But swapping out these doors is really hard. It's like a little pin. But they're permanent, but you have to kind of bend the door a certain way to get them off. So this is the case. That's the GoPro itself. And I'm going to go ahead and put the GoPro back in, even though it's been out of it for 2 months. But I'm going to be putting this thing on the charger tonight. I'm getting this ready for snow plowing season. And oh yeah, another thing too. Let me show you. The battery's in the back, or in the back right here. You just pull this little tab, or push this little tab. I can't remember how you do it. I think you pull it back, yeah, and then it'll pop out. And then it comes out. And there's your battery. To get the battery out, because you don't want to really use a knife or anything, you see this little piece of tape hanging off there? Yeah, you just pull it. Something like this. If I can get it to hit. Sometimes it'll work for me, sometimes it won't. Yeah. See, now it's just like a little tab. You pull on it, and then the battery will come out. So, I'm going to put sometimes I don't remember how those doors go back on. There. Okay. And then your, it shows here where everything goes. Can't remember where the, oh, my door's not on very well. Oh, come on, baby. There. I think the SD card, I have it with me. I think it goes in this little slot right here at the bottom. To move your videos off your camera, they go in that hole. And then to charge it, it goes on this one. But you can also charge it off your computer too. That's what I do with this camera. I just charge it on my computer because I use that same wire to move my videos off my camera to my computer. So it charges at the same time. So it saves me time. The holes are for the mounts. So, which I don't have any. Well, I got one, but I have it with me too. And they also give you these little dewies, little clip-on permanent kind of dewies. I don't know if the camera slides into that or not, because I don't really want to put these all over Big Red or something, because then it's going to look a little stupid. No, it doesn't fit. So it takes a special kind of mount. I don't know where you probably get them from. You know, so it kind of slips. So, but they are sticky, so they are permanent. So you have to make sure you put these in the right place, like, you know, the right location. They give you a curved one. Okay, it's kind of curved, and they also give you a flat one, which I don't use. There's hair all over it too, but I don't use these or anything because I don't have the right kind of mounts. They don't even give you mounts for these, so these are kind of useless. But I guess it's better than nothing. They give you a little bag to put it in. So if you wanted to take it on, you know, vacation or something with you, you could. Now you also probably noticed too, I don't know if you noticed or not, in the GoPro, you see all the little slots there, right? For the wiring and stuff. Well, it does come with a little door. But it's not permanent, it just pops off. Well, I just kind of leave it off. So, it doesn't really... But if you wanted to leave it on, you could. It's up to you. Not sure what the hell this is supposed to be, but I don't use it. It's made out of rubber anyway. Something for the GoPro. It came out of the bag. But like I said, I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what it's coming out of the freaking bag for. But see, it's just got some kind of a little dewy. I'm not even sure what that is. So, you could probably go to the GoPro website. It would tell you what that's for. But I don't think I'm ever going to use it, so it ain't going to matter to me. Oh, the frick with it. But anyways, they give you this little guy, this little case. And they give you this adapter memory card slot, Dewey. What you do is the memory card for your GoPro is this tiny little guy. Tiny, tiny little guy. So make sure you don't lose that. You slip it into this guy. Something like so. And then this slips in the side of your computer, wherever you got the slot for these kind of thin little cards. And then you open, I think there is a thing that pops up on your screen. You can open it and it goes through your videos. But since I have this camera software installed, for this camera right here, I can actually go through the GoPro vids with this too. So And then when you're done taking your videos off, you can slip this back in your GoPro and then slip this thing back in its case. I just put I kind of just leave it wherever. As long as it's in something like this little case, it'll be alright. And these have to fit in a certain way, because then they won't fit in very well, but it fits in there a certain way. But see, it didn't fit because it's got a gap there now, but that's alright. So yeah, but the GoPro, when you get it in the box, the GoPro's actually sitting in this thing, because this thing's on top. I'm sure you know that. So that's the GoPro. This is the waterproof door that you'd swap with the sound door. This is if you're going to go like underwater or through mud or, you know, whatever. Waterproof kind of deal. You could swap this over to this waterproof door. This is the bag for it. This is what I ordered. Or my sister ordered, I mean, for, you know, the Dewey. This is the head strap for the GoPro. So, like, when you guys are seeing my snow plowing vids, this is what you would be seeing from the top of my head, and I'm sure you guys have seen that. You just take your screw out. You line those little slits there in there. Okay. And then you've got to make sure you line those holes up. See, I didn't line the holes up that time, but just line them up as best you can get them. And then you pass the screw through. Kind of like so. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see this. See, it didn't really line up, but you got to get them lined up good enough. And then you just tighten it down. And the tighter you make it, the more this camera won't like do this. But if you have to adjust it, just loosen this and then adjust it and then tighten it. Do not over tighten, or you will probably strip the threads out, because it's kind of like a fine threaded kind of thing. So, and then when you're done with that, you just put the screw back in, and then just hand tight, you know, enough so it doesn't slip out. So that's pretty much it. That's really all I got for right now. I plan on ordering some other mounts and stuff for this GoPro later on. But like I said, there is an app for this. It's actually probably in my pants. If I can find it now. So if you have an iPhone, I think that's 5S or whatever the hell it was. I have a GoPro app on my phone. And I'll change this picture so you guys don't see this, but I'll just change my picture here. Just, I guess I can use this one. Let's see here. Well, we can do this. Let's just use this one. A little better, I guess. We'll do that. Use this wallpaper. Yes. No, that's actually. There you go. It says home screen. See if that worked now. Yes. So you got apps on the phone. Of course, you can see some of my apps, but there's the GoPro app. So you click it, and it goes into that. And then you see, then you got all your settings. Well, you click on search for GoPro. You're supposed to make an account with them, I guess, or something. And I kind of already did that, and it doesn't work for me. So, and you're also you can also download this on your computer, and you also can download their editing for the GoPro vids. And that's what I did. So I got their editing on my computer too. So you can actually edit your GoPro vids on that. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. So, but since I don't edit GoPro vids a lot, I don't bother. Gloves are cold. We'll warm them up here in a minute. So you just download that to your computer, and then you can edit your GoPro vids on there, or you can just use whatever kind of editing you got that will accept those kind of GoPro vids, which most probably do. the most the most normal ones possible. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all there is to that GoPro. There's not much to them. You can, like I said, get extra like batteries and and just other general stuff that you need for it. You can get more cases. I would actually recommend getting 2 cases, so you can swap between the door or the waterproof door or the sound door without actually having to remove the doors, because the doors are kind of, they're really stuck on. They're really good. They're stiff. So if you buy actually 2 of them, you could just leave one for waterproofing and then one for just regular sound use. So, but you also can get those sticky things too, or mounts, whatever. Just whatever you need. Hell, I think you can even get tripods for them. So you can get a lot of crap. You can go look on Best Buy. You can probably go look on the GoPro.com. All kinds of shit. There's all kinds of shit on there. It's pretty cool what they got. So I think I'm missing something else too, but I don't know what else. But the more expensive you go with the GoPros, I think the more options will come with it. I don't know for sure, because there's different colors, which means that they're different, I guess, in their own way. I guess I think some have a bigger memory or a bigger battery or something. I don't know. They're different anyway. And this was the cheapest one I think my sister could buy, which is more than good enough for what I need it for. So, and I can see that it's raining. Yay, rain! And I think that's going to turn to snow later tonight. So they're talking a massive snowstorm or something like that anyway, going on starting tomorrow or tonight or something like that anyway. So I'm going to get the GoPro charged up and ready to go. And then that's probably it. And it's also going to be a shout out. He's been wanting one for a while. I'll probably pronounce his name wrong, but that's just whatever. His real name's Travis, I guess. His YouTube channel, I think, is broadviewacers or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of spelt different from what I know. So, but he wanted the shout out, so I figured, well, I better do it before I do forget. So, because I've been meaning to do one for a while, and I just kind of kept forgetting. And he finally reminded me on Facebook last night, I think it was. So that's the shout out. I'll put the links to all the crap below, to SuperGrandPrix and Travis's channel, and the links to the GoPro, and and whatever else I can find. So yeah, everything's freezing already. Freak sakes. Yeah, and it actually got like almost 40 something out yesterday, so I can see the snow melted pretty damn good. It was covered at one time, but now it's just cold. And I think this freaking thing's dickered. I don't think it even works anymore now. Whoa. Well, that could be frozen. Maybe it got some ice on it or something and it's frozen now, I don't know. But I think I've seen a snowflake, so... But as you can probably hear, it's getting pretty windy out. So, it's supposed to get windy, and then it's supposed to kind of, I think, rain on and off today. And then I think it's supposed to switch over to snow. So, and then we're supposed to have, with whatever snow that's on the ground now, and then whatever going to be falling from the sky, it's apparently supposed to be blowing around, and then, so we're going to probably get a snowstorm tonight. And probably most of tomorrow. I don't really know. I don't really watch the weather, so whatever. So, but this will be Monday's video. I think this will actually be Tuesday's video. Yeah. I got a video coming up for today. It's just a shorty one, and then I got a big news video up for Monday. So yeah, this will be Tuesday's video. But that's fine. whatever, don't really matter. So, I think that shit's already turning to snow. Just the way it's drifting, it's like snow already. Yeah, that's snow. That ain't even water now. Because the way it's not even this windy out right now, this very minute. And the rain is like going on an angle while it falls, and it usually doesn't do that unless it's really super windy out. So I think that's pretty much while freezing and turning into snow. So it'll probably be turning to snow pretty quick. So, but Big Red's ready to plow. John Deere's on the tender, and the car battery's on the tender. It finally started blinking green a couple days ago. About freaking time. It's probably fully charged by now. I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a couple days. So the battery tenders are doing their job to the car battery, even though it's a big battery for that charger, but it's working. So I'm a big fan of the battery tender junior, whatever the frick they call it. Big fan of that. So it's gonna hopefully save me money in the long run. So yeah, what to do. So make sure you go check out the description. There'll be some information there, and then probably anything that I missed. I'm probably missing some things. So make sure you guys check out the description. Make sure you subscribe to SuperGrandPrix99 and to Travis, whatever. I can't pronounce his name very well, but I think I've ran into him before. He rings a bell. He really does. That Travis guy. He rings a freaking bell. It's like he had a channel before and then went and subscribed to him, and then his channel disappeared, and now he's got a new one. So I don't know, but I guess I don't really bother asking questions. So, but he rings a bell, and it probably is the same guy too. I wouldn't doubt it. But whatever. So anyways, guys, I guess I'll probably take off. I don't really have nothing else to talk about. This is already a 30-minute video. And again, if you wouldn't mind, let me know how many ads you see on my videos, because I'm kind of figuring it out, trying to figure out what the hell to do and stuff. You know, I'm just trying to figure it out. So one guy was already telling me, so that was nice of him to do that. Apparently, he said that he's seeing four ads on two of my videos. Well, I think on that one video I only put 3, so I think what he's probably seeing is the commercials at the beginning and at the end. So, but that's, you know, that's what I told him to do, so that's fine. But so yeah, like I said, I'm just testing it out to see if it actually does anything, or if it does make a difference in how much money I make. I don't know if it's gonna do a damn thing or not. I don't expect it to, but I know Mr. Zurkhan was telling me that a lot of people are using the ad blocker thing, which I don't even think that really exists, because if that was the case, no one would be making money, and they would be doing a lot of serious bitching on YouTube. So I don't think a lot of people are using it, and if they do, they probably get in trouble for using it. So because I'm using it, and I'm making, you know, a decent amount of money. I'm not obviously making like what Bill T-Max made. So, but like I said, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong compared to what they're doing right. You know, I mean, I guess YouTube kind of told me what I have to do, but I don't really get it until I try it. So, but I think I'm getting it. And don't expect me, you know, like to put like tons of ads on this 30-minute video. I'm not really going to do that, you know. So, and the only reasons why I make you know, like another reason why I'm putting ads on is so what you guys can do is, like, when the ad starts to play, go get something to drink, go get something to eat, you know, go get some popcorn cooking or something, you know, or go to the bathroom. That's kind of the point of these ads too. It's just so you can go do something else quick while the ads are playing, you know. I mean, don't sit there and don't watch the damn ad. You know, some ads you can skip, which is fine, because I do it all the time too. So, but if you see like an ad that's gonna pop up and say it's because some ads are like 6 minutes long. Well, you could just go do something while it plays. You know, gives you kind of a break. You know, so or you can just skip them. You know, if you want to get the video done and over with, you can just skip through the ads and then be done with it. So, but I don't really care how you guys do it. Do whatever works for you. I'm just gonna do what works for me and do what I gotta do. So, yeah. So anyways, guys, I guess I'll probably take off. SuperGrandPrix99. If you got any other questions, let me know about the GoPro. I'll try to help you out. If anyone else wants some Mr. John Deere 3720 stickers, you can go to my website. It's probably not public yet, but right now it's not. But maybe I'll put it on public anyway. If you guys want some stickers, you can go on there and buy them. I'm going to have some other future deals coming up, but for right now, it's just the stickers that are for sale. So I think it's like $5 for a sticker or something. I don't really know. So actually, yeah, I think it is. But so yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.